So every year for Heat Week, we do a little bit of a special rub and a special sauce that we can sell online. And this year we did a kind of a mock-up of a seasoned salt. We called it Lawroy's seasoned salt, sizzling salt, instead of the very popular Lawry's kind of fad that's going on right now. I'm just going to describe how I kind of made this. So I put together in this tub a bunch of these ingredients. I'll list them out later and all the weights and everything, but I mixed everything together and made the mistake of sifting it afterward. I should have sifted all the small ingredients first and then kind of mixed everything together and mixed it from there, but this method made me, sift it all. It took a really long time, sift it all really slowly, and I essentially aerosolized, like put a bunch of really spicy habanero powder and cayenne and stuff into the air, and I got all over my arms, and I was like sneezing. I had to put a mask on, but yeah, this is me just kind of sifting it all together. This is all the seasoning salt together. So I'll tell you what is in it really quick before we go on to the chili crisp. 11.34 kilograms iodized salt, 11.34 kilograms granulated white sugar, 1.6 kg MSG, 460 grams cornstarch, 450 grams cayenne, 440 grams habanero powder, 480 grams celery salt, 300 grams each paprika, onion powder, garlic powder, and 100 grams of ground turmeric. Now on to the smoked chili crisp. I mixed up all these ingredients. It was 5 pounds of ground chili flake, 880 grams of black pepper, box of salt is 3 pounds, 5 pounds of dehydrated onion flakes, a little bit of garlic powder, 5 pounds of sesame seeds, 100 grams of mushroom seasoning, not mushroom powder, but mushroom seasoning, and 50 grams of fennel, 70 grams of anise, and 3 pounds of Szechuan peppercorns. I ground all that stuff up. Well, I ground the Szechuan peppercorns up. I mixed everything else together and then got this pot of oil nice and super screaming hot, about 350 degrees, and then we poured it over. And this is the traditional way of making chili crisp or kind of chili oil or smoked chilies, chili oil or the kind of red condiment that you find on the table at the Chinese restaurants. It's really tasty. And this was so fragrant and so delicious, and we started putting it on everything. After it was all done, I let it cool overnight, just out at room temperature, and then we put it in the smoker the next day for a couple hours, pretty low, just to kind of give it a little extra smoke and kind of bring all the flavors together again. So this video is basically antithetical to everything that I completely believe in about brisket. I like to do things simple. I don't ever need a slather. I don't need a complicated rub. I don't need multiple steps in it. We don't wrap in butcher paper, so everything that we do in this video is different, starting with this step right here. We're using some Yellowbird sriracha sauce as the slather here. Again, at LeRoy and Lewis, we never slather our briskets. We just throw them into a big tub of salt and pepper, and that's it. And we coat them as much as we can, and then we shake off the excess and put them on the pit, and that's pretty much it. So I know a lot of people in Texas do this kind of multiple step, slather, then one rub, then another rub. We'd like to keep it simple again, but we made this Lawroy's sizzling salt. I always mess that up. I just keep saying Lawry seasoned salt. This is Lawroy's sizzling salt, and it is our Heat Week rub special for this year. We knew we couldn't kind of get away with this, so we wanted to just do it as a limited run of one-time product, and it contains iodized salt, sugar, MSG, some other spices, and now I'm going on with some pepper for some crust. Again, this is a lot less than we would normally use, but this is a different method of brisket cooking. We just wanted to kind of show and demonstrate how you can use our sizzling salt on your briskets or on anything. And I never buy Lawry's, so I just wanted to try this method of cooking a brisket with our version of Lawroy's and see how it compares to our normal method of cooking brisket with the crunchy bark and the foil boat and everything. And here, what am I even shooting right here? And we're going on with a nice layer of Lawroy's on the top. This brisket is not super well trimmed. I think it's got a good shape, but it looks like it was getting kind of warm when the person was trimming it. whoever that was working on Tuesday, and going on with some pepper. And we're just gonna go onto the pit here. Making sure we pat it in. This is gonna cook till it gets a crust, then we're gonna wrap it up in butcher paper with some tallow and chilies.
It's the first time for everything.
First time for everything.
Here's these guys.
The important part is to pick out the stems.
No stems.
No stems. Very scientific amount of peppers.
Exactly.
Exactly.
To the gram.
Alright.
When's the last time you paper wrapped a brisket?
It's been a while. Been a while. Shout out to my man Big Ed here. Best brisket wrapper in the game.
Is that paper long enough?
Probably not, but we'll make it work.
I'm not used to tearing it.
No, don't worry.
Oh, it's perfect. Look at that.
Look at that.
Oh man,
Just a little package.
Exactly perfect.
Just a little package.
Alrighty.
Alright.
Maybe we should serve this with some chili crisp on it tomorrow.
Ooh, I like that idea. Night night.
Look at the peppers.
Mm-hmm. It's a little soft. The bark's a little soft for my taste.
I was gonna say, why did you choose the paper wrap?
Because this is more of the, that's kind of what I was trying to do with the Lawroy's.
Okay.
Right? Like, because see, when people do Lawry's brisket,
Yeah.
that's kind of how they cook it. Is it's a, paper wrap,
Yeah.
tallow. That was the point of doing this brisket. It was like tallowed. It was cooked with Lawry's, tallowed and paper wrapped. We have a core sheet. That way we can get just a different shot. Try one?
That's weird.
How spicy? Just spicy. Just a little bit spicy.
Just a little hint of spice. Yeah, you'll be okay.
It's not crunchy.
Honestly,
Ours is so much better.
it's delicious, but I like crunchy.
Yeah, me too. I'm gonna try like the end pizza.
Yeah.
Can't beat crunchy bark. It's good though.
Yeah, it's good. I guess I don't get it though. I don't get the paper wrap. I like the texture a little bit more.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah.
That's why we do it.
Mm-hmm.